Good morning, folks. Sorry, I'm just tired. Um, just finished doing a video, and I got a big burst about format change. I got a big burst of energy at the end of it. Um, it's 5:14 a.m. Saturday, November 28th. In the year of no Lord, 2015. It's like the Christians say in the year of our Lord. Really? There's something that owns time? I was involved in Christianity so long ago. Um, when I was a little kid, I was told I was going to go or, get my face beat, so I went. And at 5 years old, that was still a good choice. I was not big enough to take on my dad yet. I was later, though, and I did. Got tired of being beat around, put down. Anyway, um, speaking of which, topic for this little video is compassion. Uh, Maybe the greatest tool we have, maybe the most powerful tool we have. One thing it is very reliable. Um, you can do so much with compassion. When you give your heart to help someone, as long as the one you're helping is also of heart energy, man, I mean, that can take someone who's suicidal and calm them down and help them look at some other things in life. It can help someone who's hurting so bad, grieving from loss and any other of the many forms of abuse that we have to deal with, to keep going. So many times when people are going through hard stuff, they say, why? Why would this happen? Very simple. The original male and female first being were abusive. That's what they wanted to happen. They made everything to happen like that. That's why it happened. They made it like that. But the one thing that they had a big problem with, other than me and Lily, was heart, compassion, love. Screw them up around every corner. Those of you that have heart and compassion, that energy, they would literally beat the crap out of all of you that were strong enough to become an issue for them. That's why every form of Lily was not that many, but that's why when Lily was in a body, she'd just get pounded hard as hell every life. And it's her heart that would get hit hard. Um, oh, there's the aura that comes off of that's the byproduct, the aura that's produced from the frequencies of compassion is pink. And there's this one negative warden in Texas that makes all his men wear pink clothing. Everything's pink. Uniforms, everything's pink. And he has found that it actually does help control them. There's a lot of jails uh, that I've heard of, at least. I don't know. Um, I've never seen anything on TV about it, but I've heard about them being painted pink inside. There was a study, that's where I got it. I read a study one time about some different jail cells, some different counties. They experimented and they painted the holding cell where they were holding people or something. I guess before they get moved out to other jails or overnight, I don't know. I've been there, locked up a couple of times. I think that's what they call it. I've had disagreements with officers and stuff. Imagine that. Um, but the they painted them pink so that to see whether or not it actually helped, and they found out that when they put someone in there with pink walls, it calmed them down. It made them less aggressive. When I've had to fight stuff, pink and light blue, no way near me, man. Forget it. You have to pull together all your energy. Wow. I've got like nothing in here anymore. Whatever, I don't need it anymore. It's out of me. If I need it, I can use it out there. Anyway, it helps you pull all your energy together. And, not pink, but like the darker colors, the more aggressive strength. That helps you pull all your energy together. When you're pulling all your energy together, what color? What all these frequencies produce their own auras. But when you take everything you have and you pull it together, what color should it be? Charcoal black, because that's literally all the different colors when you put them together. People say it's evil, woo! I don't like the word evil. That's just like it puts too much of an emphasis on something that's not a big deal. You want evil? Look at what you call God. Okay, that's the closest thing to evil there is. Something that was so aggressive and abusively aggressive and selfish that it wanted to make everything about it, that it made everything suffer. If that's not evil, your definition of evil, then nothing is. There never has been a devil. Okay? The one you call the devil, Lucifer, he's the one that's been protecting everything. He was the first being made. He protected everything from the negative source energy that was removed from the original first being. And and these religions have the balls to call my buddy the devil? Damn. That's crazy. That poor guy, man. He's awesome. He's been through hell. He and Archangel Michael are the only two left from the original angels because they're protectors. What happens when you're a protector? You learn the new format. That's what happens. Compassion, honor, and equality. When you're made to protect something, you protect all of it equally. That gives you a sense of equality. You have to protect. You have to finitely protect everything that you're told to, okay? So that it creates a sense of equality. You care about that stuff. It just happens. It builds up over time. It happens. It just comes out. You care about it. You care to protect it. Okay? And then guess what? Compassion. And then the fact that you keep doing it and you make the attitude, I'm going to do this, nothing's going to stop me. And then you do that, and what's that? That's honor. That's building up a sense of honor. What's the new format? Compassion, honor, equality. Folks, when you can really understand things in their true form, it's very simple. And that's why that's the new format. Hey there, buddy. Got a nice, soft, huge moth down here, which is nice. It's soft energy. It's getting kind of cold out there. He likes the light, of course. Anyway, those of you that do the sun gazing thing, please stop while you can still see something. Okay? Anyway, it doesn't do anything for you. I've heard there's some person in Russia that hasn't eaten Jay for a year. And I'm like, do you really believe that? It's like, folks, try to be realistic, okay? It's hard for me to say that when I tell people things all day long that they can't see for themselves, but that's part of what's going on, is y'all being able to see more for yourself so that you can become yourself and understand yourself better, because you have to really understand yourself before you can understand what's around you in the proper perspective. Okay? Number one, to see it completely and understand it, but two, to see yourself in your relationship to it properly. That's what I meant by perspective. But compassion, man, what a tool. Especially when we've all been beat up so hard so long. When you show someone compassion, they know, using their abilities, who they are, what they have, whether it's their gut, seeing, or the heart. They know that you care about them. Do you know that you might be the only one that's ever cared about them in a long time? Folks, that's power. That's my last life, Gandhi. Gandhi had plenty of issues. Let me tell you that. I can't stand thinking about that life. It's nasty. I was not who I wanted to be. I couldn't stand what I was going through. The original male and female first being had a hard time getting me out of the body. They kept trying to pull me out, and I was so tired of those 2 hunger strikes, those 2 big ones, and I was still hanging on, but my body wouldn't hardly move. And then they finally set it up for that guy to come by and shoot me 4 times, not 3, in the chest. That killed me. And then it was a matter of ripping my body out, my spirit out of the body. So, but that's what that was all about, is trying to get people to stand up heart to heart. People, you really need to know who you are and toss off this aggressive reptilian abusive format crap that's been put on you. You can do it. You just let it go. You have to release it. But first, calm down, go inside yourself and find out who you are. Find your truth. If those people who are negative, they don't want to go in there and do that, okay? They don't care. So if you want to do it, don't worry about what you're going to find. What you're going to find is really cool. It's awesome. You're going to find out who you are, which is much more beautiful, much more powerful than you're aware. Have compassion for yourself enough to discover who you really are. And then you can show true compassion for someone else and help them possibly do the same. Those of us of heart energy, we care. Those of us of heart energy are usually the ones beat up the most by, being treated heartless in our lives. They're the ones that need that compassion more than anyone else. Now, there's some people, wanting handouts and everything, homeless and everything else. There's some of them that don't want to be helped at all. They're abusive, negative, whatever. You can help them. You give them a hand up, they sit down. Give them a hand up, they sit down. Give them a hand up, they sit down. I won't keep doing that. It's a waste of a life. It's a waste of your day. There's someone down the road you can help up that'll get up and start walking. You can help them walk. There's only so much you can do for other people, but there's a lot more that you can do for yourself. The more you do for yourself, if you want to, the more you're going to be able to do for other people. We're a huge family, folks. We really are. And compassion is an incredibly powerful tool. I'm a thing of strong compassion. Y'all that know me know that. That's why I get a little bit upset, especially while I'm in a body, about stuff like chemtrails, where we're being poisoned to death, and they don't have the decency to say about anything about it. They just keep throwing the crap on us. They're poisoning us. They're throwing poison on us so we can breathe it and die. They're destroying the planet. The Anunnaki are the ones behind it. They're literally destroying the planet. Atmosphere, everything. They know they're leaving. They have those scanners where they can see in the future. They know their ass is grass. Period. So they want to do this. Well, it ain't going to work like that. If you all notice, the chemtrails, the amount of them and everything else is being stepped up more and more and more and more. I've been waiting for the government to say something like, it's vitamins for you to make you feel better. Sure. Uh, the pilots that spray that stuff, they actually make them go from one town to the other. After a while, they got to keep moving them around and can't talk about it. Can't talk about it. You know what's in there? We don't even know, but we can't even talk about the fact we don't know. Yeah, yeah, that's not too hard for any kind of brain to figure out. All right, folks. Anyway, um, the time is coming where y'all see y'all, it hasn't hit yet, but y'all are actually free now. The time is coming where compassion is going to be part of the format of life. Not does not mean you that, listen to me stutter. That does not mean you have to show compassion. It means it's part of the regular format of daily life. Um, the abuse is not going to be allowed. So when people get abusive in a body, things are going to start happening to them. Karma's going to hit you 10 to 1 or more. Um, so you learn to stop, or you're taking out your body. That's enough. We need to heal. The first thing you do when you have a cut and you need to heal it is you need to clean it. And then you care for it. I'm the cleaner. Lily is the band-aid. She's the one that puts it together. But I got to get in there and clean everything. So, folks, uh, let's show those of us that are so led, that are have those frequencies. Let's make sure we can go inside ourselves and relax, talk with the spirit guides and stuff, because you have no idea how much they help. They're over there in the second dimension just working with you, okay? And then go ahead and let that compassion fly, okay? It's going to be needed. We're going to go through some rough times, but once the smoke clears, there's going to be a brand new, beautiful earth to work with, a brand new ground to build a new house on. The earth itself needs to get cleaned. We can have help with that. And all our friends in space, some of you are actually starting to like worship them. Oh, you're kidding me, right? Wow. Anyway, we've all had lives in all the bodies. It's just another you in another body. Okay? And please don't forget this one thing. If something was really worth your praise or worship, it would not want it at all. It would be against it. I love you all. Just be you. And those of you that really have a lot of compassion, please don't be afraid to put it out. The things that keep smacking you down, they're slowly going to be less and less and less of them. Okay? You just be you. Because that, like I've always said, is a beautiful thing. And that's what we're going to need now. The age of compassion is just starting to it's just starting, it's like a dawn. It's just starting to come up. And we'll see. You're going to watch it happen, but just don't expect it to be right away, because first we've got to take the old house down, okay? I love you all. Have a good one.